Good morning, students. Today we are going to talk about soft and hard lockdowns and what to do in these different situations. First of all, what is the difference between a soft or hard lockdown and why might we go into these? During a soft lockdown, there's often a threat that might be outside the school building, but not a major impact on our school. So, for example, police are investigating a local crime or there's some kind of safety issue outside our school. We also use soft lockdowns when we are conducting our drug detection searches. A hard lockdown, as most of you know, is when there is an immediate threat inside the building. During a soft lockdown, an administrator will make the announcement over the PA. Teachers will make sure that classroom doors are locked, but classes continue as planned. However, students may not use the restrooms or be in the hallways during a soft lockdown. When the soft lockdown is over, we will make that announcement. During a hard lockdown, we now have a new system, as most of you know, called the Blue Point system. If this is triggered either by one of the poll stations or by an administrator or teacher or other staff member, an announcement will come on the PA that will be repeated several times, telling you to go into a hard lockdown. Teachers will do a quick check of the hallway to get any available students. They will then lock their door, turn off their lights. They will tell you to remain quiet. They will encourage you and they will move tables or desks to block the door. And they will tell you to get out of sight of any windows or door windows. If you happen to be in a restroom during this time, you should lock the stall door. Security will lock the outside restroom doors and remain there. In the cafeteria, students should exit to the kitchen area. During a hard lockdown, students are never released by an announcement. You will be released by a first responder who will open the door for you and give you further instructions. Always make sure that you follow those instructions. As I mentioned, the Blue Point system is new. It is very similar to a fire alarm. There are several of these located throughout the building. They should be pulled by anyone who believes that there is a direct threat in the building. In other words, an active shooter or person with a weapon. When the Blue Point is automated, it will automatically contact first responders. We have tested the system and they will be notified within seconds. As I mentioned, you will stay in the lockdown until released by the first responders, even if the message over the PA stops repeating. Again, in a hard lockdown, you never are released by anyone other than a first responder. The reason we practice lockdowns is pretty clear. The more you are used to knowing what to do in an emergency, the more likely you are to respond if unfortunately one happens. Please know that sometimes we do not announce our lockdowns. We do this, again, to get a true response from our students and staff. We also try to do the lockdowns at different times throughout the day, not always during AIM. We want to increase your knowledge and have you consider different scenarios. It is important that you react always as if it is a true threat and not a drill, and take these seriously. During a lockdown, you can be a great help. Always make sure that you follow your teacher's instructions. You must stay off your phones so that we can communicate with first responders. Too much cell activity will inhibit our communication. You must remain as quiet as possible, and you should work as a team with your classmates and try to support each other as much as possible. As you know, we also practice fire and tornado drills. These are done just like the lockdowns in order to get you safe. This year, we will not be doing a mass evacuation drill due to all of the construction, but we will be doing fire and tornado drills. Your classroom teachers will review your fire instructions with you and especially note some changes due to the construction. During the tornado drill, I do come on the PA and announce the tornado drill, and almost everyone is in the locker room or in a first floor classroom. Again, your teachers will guide you during this process. Thank you, students, for your attention and your help in keeping our school safe.